All right. Hey everyone, what's up? It's your boy, Juice Box, back here again with the Basement-y Mom Streams. Yeah, that didn't go well. Mom's Basement Streams to bring you some hot, saucy, wet, standard action. What are we going to be doing today, you might ask me? And I have one simple answer for you, and that answer is we are drafting some more ranked Theros Beyond Death, because apparently there's only 42 hours left in Theros Beyond Death before we're going to have to start drafting something else. Hopefully it's not M20 again, because that would blow. Anyway, I'm going to throw some money in here, and we're going to start picking our picks as soon as my game stops freezing. Okay. So right off the bat here, we have a Storm Herald, which is decent for red aggro. We have Birth of Meletis, which is a really solid white enchantment. We have Escape Velocity. There's a Stampede Rider in this pack too. Ichthyomorphous is really good. Myra's Grasp is really good. I don't think Storm Herald's really worth it. It's honestly, in this format, it is a 3/2 haster that sometimes brings things into play. Not very good. Other than that, I would say it's probably between the Grasp, the Ichthyomorphous, and the Birth of Meletis. I'm not sure which one I would prefer. These are both really solid removals. Meletis is just decent, but I think we are going to first pick Meletis and see where that takes us. Although removal is always a good pick. Nessian Wanderers is really good if we get some enchantment synergies going. Like if we were to do like green-white enchantments, it could be good. Green-blue enchantments, it's really good. This card is such an enabler and sealed. It just lets us like pick up our whole deck essentially. We have some really good picks if we want to stick with green in here. Omen of the Hunt's pretty decent, just some land ramp. We have our Chain Web Arachneer here. I love these guys. They are an early game drop that stays relevant throughout most of the game and a great answer for flyers if they happen to exist. This pack is pretty stacked on green. We also have Nylea's Forerunners, which is terrific, and then I actually really like this Lonesome Chimera as well, especially if we go into black. Speaking of black, there is Mogus's Favor in this pack, which is really good for either creature buff or removal, and it's really resilient if you're playing like the black-green self-mill strategy. And then if we're still going white, there is Daybreak Chimera here, which is pretty decent. We saw another one of those. They're pretty bountiful in these packs. I'm definitely choosing the Arachneer this time around. Here we see Illyrios in... Oh, it's Enraptured. I almost said Entraptured, but that's not a word. It's a pretty decent pick if we were going blue. It's literally just 2 creatures for the price of 1, but you have to use one later and one now. Thundering Chariot's really good if we get some low drops, like especially if we want to start picking up some Moss Vipers. Nylea's Forerunners here is terrific as well. It gives all of our creatures trample. Nexus Sword and some decent life gain. This is usually something I throw in if it's just like a last pick or like a desperate pick at the end to try to make something viable. So I think that we are just going to go with the Thundering Chariot here. Most of our low drops just tap and activate it. Black seems pretty open too. There is a Sentinel's Eyes here though, which is also really decent. It's either between the Sentinel Eyes or the Mogus's Favor, and this is where we decide where we would like to split this draft. I feel like I really just want to go with the Sentinel Eyes here. We'll try to draft green-white, I think. Yeah, and we get kind of rewarded right away. This Indomitable Will is pretty good. It's a nice gotcha. Loathsome Chimera is also good, but since we're probably not too much on the self-mill game plan, I'm not going to pick it up. And then we find a Nexus Wardens, which is pretty decent here if we're going with auras. So gain a bunch of life off of all of our auras. Yeah, I think we're just going to take the Rumbling Sentry here. And we'll pick up a Plummet right now. Leanin of the Lost Pride can go on the side. Sadly, we didn't wheel any of those green cards we were hoping for. Omen of the Hunt, definitely in this deck. And then we'll pick up another Nexus Wardens. Chances are that we're going to take that Nexus Wardens out eventually. Ooh. Am I just going to bottom out here and just pick the Mythic? considering I just want this set to be over with and I want to collect all my mythics, I'm just going to make one bad pick today. There's that bad pick. Okay, but moving on to a real pack where I'm not tempted by mythics. Shoalkraken is pretty good, but I think it'd be pretty hard to stray blue at this point. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too hard, but it's not good enough to make me want to go all of that way. Fairies Band Brawler is really good. 6-drop 4/4 that just fights something on entry. Hero of the Winds is okay. It's just a good flyer. Heliod's Pilgrim's also really good. I think I'm just going to go with the Pilgrim because it lets us get some outs, especially if we get some enchantment removal. And removal is kind of what we need to start picking up here. Flicker of Fate is like weird removal in a way. It gets rid of auras on creatures really easily. Daybreak Chimera is actually really relevant, and if we're just playing straight up white-green, and we're leaning a little bit more towards white, it's really decent. So we do find some white removal in Triumphant Surge here, but we also have Commanding Presence, which is just way too good of an aura for our deck to pass up. We'll also take another Sentinel Eyes as well, just a 1-drop enabler. I'll throw an Omen of the Sun in the side. I don't think we're going to get around to using it, though. Lagana Band Storyteller is good late game to return some auras that we might want. PS Wayfinder is like decent. I'm just going to take a Final Flare instead because Arena doesn't like registering where I'm clicking. But we'll pick up a Hero of the Winds for now. Hero of the Pride can go on the side. Yeah, Underworld Fires, and then, we got an Envoy late. That's great. Dear Kraken. This is such a bomb in Sealed. We also have a Siona, though, which is really good for our deck. This sucks, but we do have to pick the Siona here. I think I already have a full playset of those, so I'm not as tempted. Daxos is really good. Like I said, we need to find some more removal, though. But also this Reverend Hoplite's good, but I think Daxos is just the better pick. We'll try to wheel the Hoplite. This is only pack 2. Revoke Resistance is pretty good, but Nesting Wanderer number 2 is going to let us just blaze through our deck. Yeah. Training some good draw. Really looking for some white removal here, or else we're just going to have to go with the beatdown plan. We'll throw a lean in the side. Oh, God, of course all of our pack with the removal also has what is probably one of the best finishers for our enchantment plan. So I think we're just going to go all in on the beatdowns. Sentinel Eyes, we're just going to try to suit up some of our flyers and kind of swing for lethal. I don't think I'm going to run Petitioner. I don't think it's good enough, so I'll just grab a 4th copy of Sentinel Eyes there. I like this. This can be relevant. It's a 1/1, and we can drop some enchantments on it. Lean in the side. Hopefully we wheel some of our removal here in this pack. No? Or was it the next pack? We have enough auras, so I'm going to pick up Flicker of Fate, because it's like I said earlier, it's pseudo removal. Rumbling in the side, Wayfinder in the side. Yeah, it doesn't look like we actually got around to wheeling any of those white removal spells. That kind of sucks, and I think that is going to be a little bit of an issue for this draft, but hopefully we can piece together some wins here. I don't think it'll be too hard. This Ox of Agonis, just picking up the mythics kind of sucked. But hey, I'm just a boy. This isn't too bad. Sorry, I paused there. I'm just thinking here. I think we have a pretty decent deck. I'm going to cut Chariots. I know I could have picked something better over it earlier. I just don't think in this final cut here it's going to be relevant enough, especially with us suiting up our creatures as much as we're going to be. Now, the key here is I don't want to take out too many creatures. We actually do need things to swing into them with. Band Brawler is kind of our only removal here, which sucks. I would have liked some of those 2-mana enchantments that just nuke stuff when they come in. I mean, we have a good curve. We just need to make 3 cuts. Yeah, I think I will just cut the Sentry. We need to keep in some creatures, so I really don't want to cut any more creatures from there. This Daxos is going to be dope to start suiting up too. And then I think we just go down to 2 of those. And what's weakest here? Yeah, I just like this so much, because if like they nuke our creature with Hydra's Growth on it, we just get it back with this guy so easy. I think we just cut in Nexus Wardens. God, as bad as that feels, did I just cut? I cut 2 creatures. Oh, I didn't want to cut any. What rank are we right now? I think that's gold 3. Okay. Cool. And we are all set up here to kind of rock it out. Let me see if I can get my light better adjusted on my face. God, my camera just does not like registering my face at all. I mean, that might be a saving grace for those in the audience. We lagging in this boy. There we go. And this is a pretty decent hand. So we're definitely going to keep. We can search out our win condition with Pilgrim here, put it on Envoy for a discount. Turn 4, we can start swinging in for some pretty big swings. Even if our opponent's on a pretty aggro plan, I think that puts us in a really good position. So we'll just start off with Plains Pass. We'll give our opponent the good old hello, because we're not monsters. I'm going to go here, because I want to link people to the stream. Get some support going. I don't think I shouted out Mom's Basement Games at the start too, so I'll definitely make sure I do that in a second here while we are waiting. Sorry, I'm just throwing this link up really quick, and then I will take my turn. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're playing against blacks, so removal's going to be pretty heavy. I think we still go for this game plan. I like Envoy. Envoy's good. Okay, blue-black, so I don't know what kind of game plan. I've never actually drafted blue-black in this set. I know, like, every guild has, like, kind of like a draft strategy, and I totally forget what theirs is. Of course, we are in, like, the most Aura-y of Aura-y game plans currently. I'm kind of tempted to hold off on the Pilgrim to see if I can bait out removal on the Envoy, because if worst comes to worst, we play the Pilgrim, and then we play the Hydra's Growth on it, that whatever that next turn would be. Because right now we can just make a real big Envoy and start beating. Okay. Let's swing for 3 to see if they have any answers. They might just have a kill spell. Oh no, they just have a 1/3 to block with. Okay. I mean, that's just 1 turn of blocking. They might try to hit us on the swing back, and if they do, I'm not too worried. Also, sorry, I'm shaking up my lunch right now because we're doing a liquid lunch today. Okay. I like Plain to access this turn, just in case they have some removal, we gain some life. Okay, they're going to counter it. I would much rather have them on the counter game plan than the spot removal game plan. We take 1 again. They're up to 23, and they're going to play Triton Wave Rider, if I can speak English today. Okay, I think we just go for the Hydra's Growth this turn. We're going to start making him real big. It's going to be hard unless he has a targeted removal spell to get rid of the Envoy. And even if he gets rid of the Envoy here, like I said, we have that 1 recycler, so our game plan doesn't really end there. There are ways. I wish we would have gotten another one of those guys, just because having several outs in our deck to get back our best enchantments would have been nice. But we're just kind of on the, like, I hope I get their enchantment game plan. Okay, you're going to flash that guy in next turn to block, but this has trample, so I'll take 3 here. I think we're just going to play Hero of the Winds next turn, just because it's a 1/4 solid blocker that can also just start dinging him for a point of damage every turn. I'm going to block Eidolon here too. There's no reason for us to take that 1 extra damage, and our life total is a resource. Also, if he plays an enchantment and this gets flying, this Hero of the Winds gets a little bit better. Alright, well, we'll swing for 5. I don't think he's going to have anything that kills this. Alright, are we taking the 5 opponent? We are. Go down to 15. We will play Hero of the Winds. He might have a counterspell again. If he does, it's whatever. It's not a turn that this Harpy doesn't come down. I mean, if you flash in this... Okay, you went with the Scry instead. That makes sense. I was going to say, if, like, he didn't have that Scry and just held up the Harpy for nothing when it could have just been a Chumper, or at least something just to make... It's your Devotion to blue, right? Yeah, so it would have been something just to make this, you know, have 2 less power. That would have been okay. But next turn, this is turning into a 7/8. I mean, when in doubt, drafts are always easily won by the flyer beatdowns, so I'm not too worried. I wish our opponent would resolve the Scry, though. 1 top, 1 bottom? Well, unless that's that, like, 4-mana exile spell, I don't think things are looking up for our opponent. We have some pretty solid blockers now. Like, we can block both their creatures with no downsides. Okay, Soul Reaper of Mogus. Give your guy flying. And then you have the Harpy on standby to block and save 3, 4, 5, 6 damage? No, it's just 5 damage. Yeah, I'll block opponent. We ain't just taking 3 every turn. Alright, we get a Flicker of Fate. I really like that because it also lets us save our Hydra's Growth and throw it on Heroes of the Wind if they find an answer to the Envoy. So I'm just going to hold it up for that. They're just going to take 7, and then I think they're dead next turn. In response to blocks, I can also Flicker of Fate their creature for lethal. Yeah, they're going to flash in this turn when it doesn't matter, and we still kill their creature. And we trample over for 2 damage if they want. Nope, they're just going to sit there and take it. Okay. I'm not opposed to this at all. Like I said, even if they have removal for this, the Flicker of Fate gets to save it. And we will... Okay. Your Devotion's going to be 4. You can nuke the Hero of Winds. I'm okay with that because we still win next turn. Because if we since this has trample, if we flicker their blocker, all of the damage goes through. I think we just take 5. We definitely just take 3. That is a super easy decision. Yep, take 3. Take Forest, and then we will Scry. Well, that's new. They changed how that looks. Commanding Presence on top just for the super enchantment overkill. I like it. Yeah, so we hit them for exactly 10 first strike damage. Okay, and they don't block, so it's 13. I like how this turned out. And we still had that defense up there. But yeah, they were super dead anyway that turn. It was just funny to get that enchantment. Alright, we'll claim our prizes here. What's my vault at? 128? Sweet, I just opened it the other day. I built, God, I kind of want to play this. So if I pick up another stream like this week or next week, because I am doing a deck tech this Saturday, but if I pick up another stream this week, I'm going to do some ranked standard, and I'll be playing Teamer Reclamation. Because it's really super fun with Uro. I want this to be good. We're on the play, though. Alright, we're doing risky keeps. I mean, if we find 1 green source, we have no problem with this hand. Alright. Come on, land. Land, 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 land. Alright, we see Daxos from our opponent. We could be playing the mirror here. I'm not going to flash an Indomitable Will on their creature. Oh, we're hurting so bad. I'm going to give our opponents the oops. We kept a bad hand. Oops. Oh, yeah, 2 damage. Curse you, Daxos. And they're playing Orzhov. The Orzhov game plan's pretty grindy, so we probably have a chance to catch up here. Sadly, we're like on an egg. Oh, are you kidding? That might just be game ending by itself. Like, yeah, I think we're just scooping there. God, 2 land drops missed in a row. That is my bad, because I should have mulliganed, and I did not. We're going to take that loss, though. Definitely with the Heliod coming down, we probably had 2 to 3 turns there, and by the time we catch up, I know our deck has no answers to that Heliod in it. I should have picked up... There was one pick there where I could have picked up that 2 mana exile target enchantment or artifact. I think, Revoke Existence? Is that what it's called? I like this one a lot better. We have Flicker of Fate for some pseudo removal, and then we have Siona to find some good enchantments and start making dudes, especially with the Setessan training. And then we have Lagona for backup. Decent hand, decent keep. Ooh, and we find another turn to play Nessian Wanderer, which is also just going to set us off super hardcore. Alright, looks like we are playing against some kind of blue deck. If I had to guess 2-color, because mono isn't really viable in a draft format. Unless you're playing like mono red, because no one ever picks red. Okay, Elspeth's Nightmare will kill the Nessian Wanderer. We're playing against blue-black, so super grindy and countery again. So we're definitely playing Siona this turn, and I'm not going to grab... Am I going to grab the Hydra's... No, I'm not going to grab the Hydra's Growth. This makes them probably take Lagona. Or they might take Stessian Training. Either are fine, but just in case they have that 2-mana Thoughtseize in their hand, or 2-mana Baby Thoughtseize with a weird side ability, I don't want them to be able to just completely strip our hand of both our win condition and the recovery for it. Whereas this, they don't have like a super solid pick. I definitely don't think that they would waste hand removal on this. They'd probably wait. I think if they did have a second piece of hand removal, the answer would be to take Lagana, leave us with training, and then Thoughtseize us the next turn. Okay, but they're going to pick the absolute worst card they could have picked out of our hand, the one that we get back. I mean, I'm not going to complain, but come on, opponent. We're definitely going to put the training on our Siona, though, and that lets us make a human token creature and also draw a card. Chimera is pretty good. That can come down pretty soon here, as soon as we find a white source, but let's just swing in for 3 trample damage. Worst comes to worst, if they have Flash Blocker, we have Flicker of Fate to save our creature, so I'm not too wary of that currently. Opponent does get to exile our Yard next turn. I guess that's an okay reason to throw Sentinelize in there, but literally if we had just played well, if we had a white source. Never mind, I guess that is a decent play. I always forget what this... What are they called? Saga? Yeah, I always forget what the Saga does. Because this is the first time we're seeing Sagas since Dominaria, isn't it? Ooh, exile our Graveyard. Our 1-drop that gives our guy Vigilance. Having the Satyr die did stink, though. Should I bear for a card, put in your graveyard? Okay. Something to exile their yard would have been nice, too, but yeah, like I said, this game plan that we're on right now is just really grindy, really beat down. Okay. Our opponent's still deciding what they want to throw in there. This is an okay rare, but I think I don't know why they're in blue-black. Green-black would be a lot better utilization of this. They do have 3 cards in the yard. They also discard an Ichthyomorphus? Why? They throw Gary in the yard. I am so confused as to what our opponent is doing right now. I am just going to play Heliod's Pilgrim here, though, and I think it's time to grab our Hydra's Growth. We're going to try to go off with that. And of course, we have a Flicker of Fate held up as defense here, so that way, if they try to get rid of Siona, we can just Flicker her. If we lose the Setessan training right here, I'm not too upset about that. And if for some reason they have something that we can't take care of, and Hydra's Growth after we enchant Siona ends up in our graveyard, we do have this banned Storyteller to end up getting that back on top of our library. So we have a little bit of resilience in the game plan here. We are not going to block here and just take the 4. I wish we could have one more Devotion to White, or if we just top deck a land next turn, that's pretty good, because then I can Hydra's Growth as well as Daybreak Chimera. Okay, so you had an Omen of the Dead, now you're going to get back Gary to be able to nuke us for 4 next turn. Yeah, 4. I don't know why you'd leave your shields wide down, though. Or he's going to nuke us for 4 this turn. I think that's a pretty bad use of Gary, but by all means, I'm not going to stop you. Green-white, or not green-white, black-white is really funny because you can Flicker Fate your own Gary and just keep getting more triggers. I did that once. Okay, we do find a forest. Yay us. Siona is going to get some brand new shiny +1/+1 counters, and we're going to make a new dude. And then I think we're just going to attack with her. Yes, I could play Chimera this turn, but there's no rush to. I'd rather have the Flicker Fate up to save Siona herself, because we can get back the Hydra's Growth, but we can't get her back. Plus, when we Flicker her, we get to grab another Aura. Because it is on ETB, right? Yep. Well, you're targeting our Siona, and I don't like that. That means you could have removal to get rid of her. No blocks. We can't really do any combat tricks here with Flicker of Fate. Primarily because they get new triggers off of it. They're going to play Temple Thief. Yeah, that kills us. We should have blocked. I did not think about Gary number 2 as a possibility. Yeah, we will take 7 and die. Instantly get nuked. Oh my god. Golly. Oh, we're down to gold 4. Gross. Have we even won one? I think we won 1, right? Yeah. I need to win 1 more so I don't have to put more money in to do another draft. I mean, our opponent had double Gary. There's not a ton we could have done there. We're going to start the planes here, though, because we can do that. We have turn 3 Heliod's Pilgrim to find a decent enchantment. Hopefully we don't draw all lands here. That's a recipe for disaster if I've ever seen one. We'll take 1 from the Arachneer here. We're playing against green-black. Good old green-black self-mill, probably. The good old... I'm going to play Pilgrim here. I don't think I'm going to grab Hydra's Growth. I think next turn I want to play this, and I want to put Commanding Presence on it, give it first strike. I'd rather save Hydra's Growth. It's better. Yeah, I think it's better just to go wide against this. Okay, and we have Lagana, so that's some backup. We'll play this Hero of the Winds and pass. Yeah, green-black enchantments isn't very scary. Our opponent scoops. They must have just flooded. Back up to gold 3. I feel like this last week when I've been, or these last 2 weeks when I've been drafting, I'm just going up and down and up and down and up and down between like gold 2 and 3. I'm just having such a hard time getting consecutive wins back to back. I don't know why. Okay. Nesting Wanderer into Birth of Meletis seems pretty decent to me. So this Nesting Wanderer is just going to go nuts. We had 2 of these in our deck, and we still haven't been seeing them. I'm glad we have one here, because now I can show off how this card just goes crazy. So we're going to go Sentinel's Eyes on it. The only reason I'm doing this is it grabs us another land. We're going to get 2 lands off this, so our hand's going to be pretty stocked. Yes, we're going to grab Plains. Grab a Plains. So if you just noticed how many cards I just grabbed out of my deck right then. We swing because it has Vigilance, and why not, of course. It's good to make the good plays, as they say. We find another land, which kind of sucks. We don't really want to flood after we're stripping our deck so hard. But we already have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of our 17 lands in play. I'm not going to attack just in case they have any funny combat tricks. Yeah, like they had a Vexing Go there, which is... Oh, they still couldn't have killed it, but... There's also that 1/3 that subtracts power. I guess that wouldn't have killed it either. Jesus Christ, we draw another land. I guess we're just going to attack for 3 here. Bring him down. If they want to swing for 2, I'm okay with that. Otherwise, as long as they're not playing an enchantment, our wall can block the dude over there. Okay, Heliod's Pilgrim, pretty decent. We get a body on board, and we get to go snag an enchantment. Which I'm going to do. I'm going to take Hydra's Growth and throw it on Daybreak Chimera. And we'll get a snag an enchantment. Or not enchantment, a land. That sucks. These were some pretty good top decks, but that's the other downside of this card. Sometimes you whiff, and sometimes you throw away stuff that you really were looking forward to drawing. Yeah, since they go on the bottom in a random order, we kind of have to rely on memorization to actually see what's on the bottom of our library and what's on top of it. But that's usually not too big of an issue. Yeah, we're not swinging into 5 here. So I don't know if our opponent was really hoping that we would forget that that's now a flyer. Ooh, 2 Omens of the Sea, back-to-back-to-back opponent. Although I could see an argument for just cracking this one and playing that one in the next turn to give him flying. There's a lot of draws, though, so I would not be surprised if this gets killed next turn. Now we find an Elite Instructor. We're still digging. Apparently our opponent's removal is on the way bottom of their deck. Hypothetically, they can still kill this next turn, so I'm going to hold back. Yeah, I just can't have this die right now, so I'm going to hold back one more turn on swings. Okay, Freak of Spawn, pretty decent card, not very decent here. What? That's where you decide to kill it? Well, there goes our game plan. Thanks for nothing, opponent. God. I'll play as Plains, because it's the last card they know we have. And I'll play the Arachneer here. If we get rid of it, it can nuke this, so... Yeah, we just pass back. Like, we're pretty much just defending against their current board state. Siona would be pretty good here as an out to find something to do. Hierophant's going to eventually be an issue. Instead, we just find Nesting Wanderer number 2. I mean, we play it because we, have to. If they didn't have this lamp pad, I would keep swinging with Chain Web solely for the purpose of being able to kill it to bring it back to nuke the Vexing Gold and have a 3/5. I guess I wouldn't want to do that because I do want to keep Hydra's Growth on top. Alright, Devourer of Memory. Alright, we get a really big Gary. Undoes a lot of our work. But now we find Siona. So this is looking up a little bit. Except we only find Sentinel Eyes, of course. We're still going to put it on Hero. Make Dude. Grab a land. Grab a land. Swing for 3 in the air. With Vigilance. That's the other thing I really like. Hero of the Wind's also triggered, so he got +1/+0. And Kiora bests the Sea God, makes us have to win this turn. Fancy that. Land. No land. Say it ain't so. Well, I think since that guy in the last one scooped, we still get to play another draft. Yeah. That's super dead. That's just so... I know it costs a lot of mana, and you have to get there, but in locked up board states, that card is so broken. Alright, so that was a really quick draft. I'll wait till the end to open up packs, actually, if my game stops freezing. And then we'll go back here, and we'll throw in some more gems. And we find... I really like Erebos' Intervention, so we're going to snag it first pick. We also find a Mire Triton and a Mogus' Favor in the next pack. Some other notable picks. Mischievous Chimera is pretty good. Minions Return's a mad tier. It's like an okay uncommon. And then we have a Stessian Training, which is pretty decent. Other than that, there's nothing that stands out too much. Witness of Tomorrow's is okay if you're in some blue deck. Mire Triton's really good if we want to eventually try to go into the good old green-black plan. White is also pretty good, green or black-white, and we have a Daxos here. Especially if we can pick up... Oh yeah, look at this. We're getting fed right into it. We find another Birth of Lettuce. It's just so good. 2 mana ramp, big blocker, gain 2 life. Like, it just does it all. This pack, we have a Funeral Rites, which is really decent if we start picking up some escapes. But we also have Transcendent Envoy, which is good for auras. I don't think this deck's going to be too aura heavy, and if it does, they'll be low drop. So Funeral Rites is probably the better pick there. We also find Acolyte of Affliction. And I'm going to pick that up, because this is such a bomb uncommon. You can't just skip it. We find a Blight Breath, which is pretty good. I will snag the Envoy. Yeah, it looks like green's not very open, so we might just have to go with white. I'm going to grab the Hero of the Winds here. I will grab Minions Return. We're playing that, probably. There's no reason to pick that, so I'm just going to pick Temple Thief. Flicker of Fate's really good. Sweet Oblivion is just going to go on the side. And Sentinel Eyes can go in. Yeah, it just looks like we're not going to be able... God, I'm Mythic picking again. I'm so sorry. I've Mythic picked twice today now. Gotta fill up all my Mythic slots. We have Funeral Rites, Liberation, and Mire's Grasp. Funeral Rites is really good, but we're not drawing enough gas to make it viable. We also have Birth of Meletis here, so I think I'm just going to grab the Birth. Another Birth of Meletis. Jesus. I don't think we need 3 of them, so I'm going to grab Favorite of Erois. If we get some auras going, he's really decent. Rise to Glory can be pretty good if we get rolling. This is only pack 2, right? Yeah, this is pack 2. Okay, yeah, we can make that viable. I like Envoys. 2-drop flyers are usually pretty good in sealed. Rage Scarred Berserkers they're decent. Downable Will for sure. Soul Reaper can go in the sideboard, but we're most likely not playing it. Revoke Existence, definitely a must-have. Omen of the Dead, must-have. Glory Bears. I want this deck to be a little bit more resilient than our last one and have some more removal. Soul Reaper. We really need to start picking up removal next time around. Oh my god. Timurant Calls the Dead's pretty decent. Agonizing Remorse is also really good. Freak is Liberation is also good, but we're going to rare pick here. It's a playable rare in our deck. We're taking Final Death here. 5 mana, exile a creature. Really good out. Siona, I see 2 of those. Those are pretty good too. I'm going to pick up the Piper, but the Piper is probably going in the side and not coming out. Mogus's Favor. I wish I would have picked up more of these. I think 2 Rise of Glories would be pushing it on the CMC of this deck, so I think Underworld Charger is better. Triumphant Surge. There's some more removal. Oh my god, we're just getting so many Soul Reapers in all of these packs. Sentinelize. One of the Sun inside. Envoy on the side. We only need 2 of them. We don't need 3. Glory Bears. So many Glory Bears, too. These packs were not very diverse. I'm not very happy with this deck either. Yeah, I like the top of our curve. Temple Thief is usually pretty meh. I like Flicker of Fate because we're also running Blight Breath and it can give us some more removal than we'd initially have. Definitely keeping in the Sentinelize and the Favor. Definitely keeping in the Omen of the Dead. The Mire Triton is pretty good. It's a 2/1 Death Toucher at the very least, and it can synergize a little bit with our escapes. Midrange Return is not as good as I would like it to be for this deck. Funeral Rites is definitely good. It probably wouldn't have hurt to pick up that one extra one we saw, but, you know, at this point, it's a little too late for that. And then Flicker of Fate is too good. Revoke Existence we really do need. I think we just take out a Birth and Lettuce. Like, they're okay, but they're not great for the game plan. It's just like a little bit of ramp. I really do like these sleeves, but I got a swag on them, so I'm going to go with the Rats here. My Rats, I am so excited. I'm going to play my new Rats EDH deck tonight, and I just got Michael Ball coffers for it. Of course, when you buy the Rat Secret Lair, you have to build Rat Tribal and Commander. Okay. This is pretty decent. We're going to keep it. We have removal, ramp, and a creature that is pretty resilient. Sorry, this is technically ramp, creature, life. Woo! This is so childish, but I'm losing it over the fact that our opponent's name is Nick Lipple. If you don't get that joke, this channel's probably not the right place for you. Ooh, we got some fancy swamps. Oh, I need composure. Oh. Nick Lipples. Oh, I am so sorry that I'm literally a toddler. Joos may find his maturity one day, but god damn it, that day is not today. Alright, we're passing back. We have Triumphant Surge, so that feels good. No! Our biggest enemy! A 2/2 bird! I'm just going to flicker the Charger. It's a good use for a flicker. It lets us keep up tempo and not have to wait like 3 turns to play it again. works, but yeah, it's escape 3. Yeah, we only have 2 cards with playing that. We would have only had 1 card to feed to it, so not very great. Okay. I think we're just going to Funeral Rites here. Find some more answers to stuff and things. We'll swing for 3. At this point, I'm not going to waste removal on the goal if they're going to let us keep hitting for 3 every turn. Alright. And that's totally fair. But we can still replay this guy next turn with 2 counters on him, so 5 mana, 5/5 horse. He would have been so good for when I still had my My Little Pony tribal EDH deck with the My Little Pony Hasbro promos. I get a nice from our opponent. I will just take the damage here. There's not a lot of good plays this time around. Not a lot of good plays. Starlit Mantle is the only thing I'm scared of for stopping my removal, and he already has one of those, and he can already tap that mana last turn, so I don't think there's a reason to argue against just killing this with Erebos' Intervention this turn. I'm just going to neg 6 it so we gain 6. Because we're not using our 1 mana for anything else. And once again, neg 5. If they do have another Starlit Mantle, like, we draw it out. And it looks like they do, and that's totally fine. So we don't gain the life. I'm not taking the 4 here this time around. That's just entirely too much damage to be able to take. I mean, hey, we kill it this turn, get rid of 2 wills. Ugh. Not 2 wills, 2 mantles. It takes 6, 7, 8, 9. Or no, 5. Wow. Why did I start with 6 when it was 2? Some days I just can't math, guys. Yeah, we'll escape the 5. Or escape for a 5/5. Remember, I don't think we actually have anything that grabs things back from our yard, minus our escapes grabbing themselves. And our opponent is likely just going to tap this on their turn. We take 5. Oh, this can't block. Also important, reading magic cards. They help you do stuff and things. Oh, God, that's so brutal. I think just because they have that and we don't have a way to get rid of it, they might actually get this one. Yeah, no, that's just GG's, because they can just tap our board. I guess we could have exiled the bird this turn, taken 3. I don't think that really would have gotten us there, though. And they're already targeting this, so this might not even make it this turn. Yeah, and that's just GG's. Second game we've lost today. Somebody tapping down our board. Feels real bad. That was just game 1, though. So, we can do better. And I believe in us. Sorry, I was looking at something I got sent in the mail today. I still haven't opened it. I should. Okay, this... I can agree with keeping this. We have our Transcendent Envoy. We have our Underworld Charger. We get Remorsed. Probably taking Surge or Daxos. Yeah, they take Daxos. I mean, it sucks to suck, but what are we going to do? We just play the Charger. They know we have it. We're not hurting for the cards right now. And having a 3/3 to beat with is pretty good. Then next turn we can worry about playing this Funeral Rites and go from there. Yeah, because now we can't attack with Envoy anyway. Ah. Ah. I like that. Sentinelize is such a good card. Swing for 5. Put him down to 13. We have him on a clock. We might just use this Mogus' favor to kill this next turn. Yeah, that's looking like the game plan. And then they can't do anything with Soul Reaper next turn. It's also 3 to sacrifice to it? Yeah. Let's get rid of your answer here. And then we also have up Triumphant Surge to kill something on their turn. Sucks that we're flooding a little bit here, but at least we're dealing with it well. They're on a 3-turn clock, so this turn included. Down to 8. Better play something good soon, opponent. Gonna Omen of the Dead Harpy back? Yeah, that gets rid of favor, sadly. But also, if that's how they're gonna spend this turn... Oh, geez, opponent, I'm sorry. That's how you have to spend this turn, huh? We just find more removal, so... I think we just do this. We get rid of Harpy forever. And then kill Soul Reaper and still save our creature. And then they're dead in 2 turns still. And their board's clean. I don't think Cling to Dust is very good, so if that's in our opponent's deck, this is a good sign. It looks like they probably just drafted crappy mono black and called it good. They play their own Underworld Charger. Those can't block, so you're dead next turn. Find an answer or lose the game. Oh, there's your green source. You did it. Woo! They weren't just playing monocolored. That makes this a really bad pick. Yep, our opponent ran the scenarios through their head. They know we have the Triumphant Surge too, so that could definitely influence the plays they were about to make and influence them wanting to give up a little bit quicker. Okay. Well, that's a win for Team Joos. We're going back in there. Have I already been streaming for an hour? I refuse to believe that. Yes, I have been streaming for an hour already. Oh my god, time flies when you're losing games, huh? This is a completely moderately acceptable hand. It's definitely not mullable. Like, we could mull it, but we'd be really crazy too. We're playing against Ace Hardware Stores. Sponsor us. And we'll play our Underworld Charger. Giving it Vigilance is not really a big deal, but giving it +1/+1 is now a big deal. I can hit you faster than you can hit me. Yeah, they're going to throw it in front. Like moths to a speeding bus. I'm okay with Rage Hounds being in their yard. I really am. Okay, Entrancing Liar. We're going to make it really hard for you to be able to activate that opponent without just wasting a turn. We are going to play the Berserker this turn. Next turn we can play Timuret Calls the Dead. Set 3 activations or 2. Are any of these zombies? No. This seems a lot less good than I thought it was. I mean, I guess it's okay. I think we had another good pick over it, though. That might have been better. This Omen of the Dead makes it a little less worse. 2, 3. Alright, we don't even get to make a zombie because we just milled 3 lands, so... It's better than drawing those 3 lands, though. And if they end up getting rid of Underworld Charger, it gives us... Yeah, I guess it does give us some materials to escape it with. Well, now your token's gone. We're going to get rid of Envoy. Get rid of 2 lands here to make our boy a 7/3. So he's a real big boy now. So we're going to gain 1, scry 1 next turn. Oh, yeah, this is a lot worse than I thought it would. Do we even have any other zombies in our deck? I don't know if we do. God, we draw another land. Entirely useless. Mire Triton can go on the bottom. Well, win. I might as well. Yeah, that's the win. Just make our experience a little less painful here today. Well, we're at 2 wins. We're doing substantially better. Twice as well. No, actually, I guess we got 2 last time. I keep thinking we got 1. I don't count that win as a win because they just gave up, got a bad hand, and gave it to us. But now we're playing against the Tea Drinker. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's playable. This is technically pseudo removal for anything with 1 toughness. This makes me feel better about this hand. Gross vegan protein, gone. Okay, and this makes it even better. We're playing against green red, so the removal kind of stops after 4 toughness. I don't think that's going to be too relevant in this game, though. I don't think we buff anything enough. Alright, they're going to make a Satyr. We're going to make an Underworld Charger. And then we're going to pass. Cast forth into... Oh god, I'm dying. Existence in Underworld Charger. Agua. I need agua. Our wall! My brand! This can't block, right? Yes, we swing for 3. And then we'll Omen of the Dead. And we still have Revoke his existence up. Why did I play that? Why did I play that? I even said it. I meant to say and play Mogus's favor. But I did not say or do that, did I? And now we misplay and take 3 on the backswing. Well... at least we now have an answer for Perforos. And we have an answer for this token. Okay. Less severe. Still bad. Get our opponent down to 14. We are winning this race. And now we have... this can come down next turn for... yeah, nuking that. Okay. We can play Magic still. So this is a 2-turn clock if they don't do fun stuff. Alright. They got a Dream Shaper. We need to start working on getting rid of that, because those things get really gross really quick. We just have enough to pump this dude up, and we're just going to keep swinging with him. Not giving him targets for this is important, too. We can scry too next turn, try to find an answer to exile, or just remove this outright. I guess, no, we didn't use our exile spell this game. Yeah, we can still have that. I don't think you want to get rid of that, so I think we're safe. We have no blocks. Even finding something to fuel the graveyard for this Underworld Charger would be good. Alright, we get to kill this next turn. I just don't want that to set off, because once that starts going off, it gets really gross really fast. It just essentially says, hey, why don't you just find all of the good cards in your deck? Okay, I'm 1 mana short. I was like, well, I should be able to play that. Why'd I make 2 of those? I will block and trade for one of these if they decide to swing with them. Yeah, we'll block with that. Oh. Well, there goes Huntmaster. And now we have a 5/1. And we'll block and kill the hero. Take 4. Now we can replay Charger next turn. We can also just replay Favor 2 and Nuke 2. Satyrs. Yeah, they have 5 Satyrs. Now they have 6 Satyrs. So we might just have to Mogus's Favor twice, which would suck. God. That really sucks. Yeah, going wide does beat us pretty easy. Doot doot. Yep. I don't know what answer we would even... I guess if we drew Erebos's Intervention next turn, we could just gain a ton of life. Yeah, we're just going to play this Funeral Rites and die in peace. Womp, 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 womp. No big fat saucy W's for us today. Oh, I hope I don't scrub out. We had some really good drafts the other day. I wonder if Arena's just been punishing me for playing too much. As much as I want to keep this, I just can't. If one of these is a white source, I would. Well, slightly better. And we'll put one of the envoys on the bottom. Okay, Grim Physician. This is a 1-2, right? Yeah. Hello. Because we're not rude, and we say hello to our opponents on this channel. Yeah, that's right. You say it back. Alright. We'll play Envoy. It just blocks the Physician. I guess if they want to kill the Envoy with it too, it's not really bad for our game plan. We're playing the slow game here anyway. We're in Orzhov. We're supposed to be grindy. Yeah. We're going to play Timurit Calls of the Dead. We'll exile Envoy from the yard. Make a zombie. Making 2 zombies with this would be decent. That's just 2 life, 2 scries. I think that sets us up pretty well. Because of that, next turn we will play Birth of Bloodus and get another Plains out of our deck. We do take 2 here. If they play anything big, we have Triumphant Surge. Freaka Spawn's not big enough, sadly. Yeah, we'll get rid of Daxos. The Zambi's worth it. We've milled a lot of lands, though, which I am not opposed to at all in the slightest. But we will Birth of Meletis here to thin out our deck even more. And we'll pass the turn. If they want to swing with Spawn, we'll probably just double block it. We still have Triumphant Surge for any big creatures they decide to play. That would suck because we gain 0 life, but it's better than taking the 3. And it's Escape 3 for 6 mana, and you're stuck on 4? I think, because you haven't played a land yet? You could have one. You very well could. Okay, we're playing Necroan War. That's not very good for us. Yeah, we just take the damage. It's not worth sacrificing a zombie for. As funny as it sounds, I think we're doing that. Oh, fuck, no, that was wrong. We definitely should have played it on the Zambi. Once again, that's okay, because I punt. That's gross. We go up to 15 next turn. I mean, if we get rid of Charger, it comes back as a 5/5. Alright, they have a Rage Hound. Well, let's see how this turn goes. Yeah, they're just eating our creatures anyway. So I'd rather just spend this turn playing the Charger. It's not really worth it at this point to get rid of the Akroan War. I think we just needed a little bit more draw power in this deck to make it better. When they attack with the Rage Hounds, we do get a kill at this turn, though, and the wall gets to stay intact. And we get our zombie back. Oops. Our opponent realized they just gave us our board back, but bigger. I think they forgot that we get this back when it sacrifices. Oh, there's their own Underworld Charger. They have a lot of escape cards. Well, we'll block here. We have no creatures. This is useless. I'll swing for 5, see if they take any blocks. And they're like, yeah, we'll take 5. And we'll pass. That sucks. I think it's the first time I've actually seen Aspect of Lamprey be like a useful card. Well, we'll kill the Charger. We'll swing with our Charger. And we'll pass. They've been doing really well for being like as mana screwed as they are. We're going to flicker the spawn so they don't get lifelink anymore. If they play something big, we just get to kill it with Triumphant Surge. I'm actually really okay with that. This sadly doesn't do anything right now, so we just have to hold it up. Choose 2 cards. Yeah, let's do not make the cut. Hey, we get a swing for 6. End the turn. They're really mana screwed. I don't know how they're still in this game. I mean, I guess red-black probably just naturally has a really low curve. Big stretch. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Yep, block it with a 2-1. Hopefully that makes them play a Charger so we can get rid of it. Gain 3 life and be able to actually live this turn. I mean, I guess we do live because we just block with Envoy, but like, God, that sucks. And now if they just have Perforoses, whatever, we die. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That leaves us at 1. Yeah, that's just GG's. We tried. Once again, our opponent is just a little bit more resilient than us. That sucks. We just don't have a lot of good... we don't have good finishers or anything. Oh, that was it. Okay. That was it. What time is it? It's only 3:30. Alright. I will... If I can drag this window up. There we go. And just like that, we're back. Wow, look, more gems. Well, we start off with a pretty solid rare and green. First Rowan Games. Well, then we follow up with an Ichthyomorphous. That sounds pretty good. Followed by Nessine Wanderer. Alright, look, gas. Nessine Wanderer number 2. Alright, this is just like draw. Hydra's Growth, because we're still going with gas. Oh my god. Is green open for once? Glimpse of Freedom in the side. I don't really like anything. I don't really run any of the cards that were in that pack ever. Skirmishers in the side. Okay, maybe we're a little less open than we thought. Deny the Divine's okay. It's a good counter spell. I'll definitely always throw in a Moss Viper. Grove Dancer's okay. We're probably going to get cut, though. Sweet Oblivion in the side. Seaguard in the side. Flicker of Fate in the side. And Inspire on the side. Ooh, that's sad, because this is a really good bomb, too. I think we just pick up Vexing Gull. This pack's good, but like it's not good for anything we need it to be good for. Ooh. Incarnation could be really good. We might want to try running it. We do need to find other cards that are good. Sleep of the Dead's pretty good. Thirst for Meaning, definite pickup for this color. I like Sage of Mysteries a lot, because opponents are usually so fragile to mill. Alright, that's a pretty good uncommon to pick up. We'll pick up another Sage. Hopefully we find some more enchantments here. Okay, there's one. Ooh, nope, we're picking up Forerunner. Really good if we pick up some bigger creatures. Wave Rider's pretty good. I guess we'll just... we'll pick up a Shoal Kraken. We don't need 2 Wave Riders. Plummet can go on the side. I don't want to play it. Vexing Gull can go on the side. I'm probably not even going to play the one we have. We have 3 of them now, though. Or no, do we have another? Yeah, 3 of them now. Seaguard on the side. Okay, we'll just play another Omen of the Sea. Yeah, Destiny Spinner's pretty good with the enchantment plan. She herself is not an enchantment, though. Testing and Training's really good. It's just a draw. I'll take another Testing and Training. Or Testing and Training, I guess. I'll take a Binding of the Titans. Another Testing and Training. If I can just hook it up where we get a Sage of Mysteries and then keep dropping enchantments that draw us into stuff, Eidolon's really good for this plan, too. That would be pretty good. I'll throw an Instructor. Grove Dancer on the side. I think cuts are going to be pretty easy to make here. And we're just going to try to jankily mill out our opponent. I guess we'll just pick up Towering Wave Mystic. For the mill plan. We'll select those sleeves. And we're going to go over here. Actually, no. We haven't done the good old Soul Rings in a while. Sleep can go away. Grove Dancer can go away. Vexing Goal is definitely going away. Divine can go away. One more cut. I think the instructor is just mad-tiered. Actually, let's take back. We're going to take... Yeah, I think that's better. And we're going to try this deck. Yeah, this is a pretty good hand, so we're going to start out with this and see where it goes. We have a really nice curve, so... Okay. We're going to play Sage of Mysteries. And our opponent's going to play Hateful Eidolon. We're going to play Nesting Wanderers. Reasoning for that this turn is I really want to start going off with both of these at the same time if possible. Alright. Opponent has 2 mana here. Lampad of Death's Vigil. It looks like they're just playing some not good stuff. I think we just Thirst this turn. Really make sure we're set off well. Oh, that is an enchantment creature. We throw the spinner in. My reasoning, we get it back with Binding of the Titans if we whiff on it. Alright, they play an altar. That's good. They're going slow. We need that. Alright, we'll play Eidolon. This is where we start going off. Mill our opponent. And then we get to look at the top 3. We whiff. That's okay. Sage of Mysteries is coming next. That kind of sucks. But there was no way. We can't hold off that turn. So that was just how that had to happen. Temple of Malice. What? Are you splashing red? We're just going to put Hydra's Growth on the Wanderer. Which lets us mill our opponent 2 more and draw another card. Or get another land. Potentially. Since I said potentially, we actually got one. Alright, we give them a Sentinelize. Give our opponent good old, it's your priority reminder. Sometimes I do that. I don't think it's rude. I think it's just like a, hey, by the way, you have priority, just in case you didn't know. Because I've definitely sat there sometimes when I had priority like a dingus and just like not done anything. Ugh. Okay, that's a 3/3 that turns things into 4/4s. Thank God we have Nesting Wanderer. They're probably going to put this on. Oh. Alright, so now it's a 2/3. It's going to... I mean, it still turns into a 4/4. We have this... This is going to be able to kill your guy next turn, so... I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Because we're also going to put a Setessan Training on him. So this is going to let us mill our opponent to find a land and draw a card. Get a land. Mill you 2. Draw a card. Binding of the Titans. Okay. Mill our opponent 2. Go find a land. In the mill our opponent 3. No attacks this turn. Are we actually, did we build a functional mill deck? Oh, damn, there goes our Wanderer. I mean, yeah, we just take it. That blows. This was super fragile. We find our other Wanderer. That's funny. You thought he was gone, but now he's back for more. Oh my god. Brutal. Sure, Shoal Kraken's gone. Oh my god. Well, we have one turn to mill them out, and they're at 13. That's likely not happening. Yeah, that's just game. God, this sucks. This is what we get for building Fringe Mill and trying to make it work. Oh, we're back down to 4. Jesus Christ, we lost that many games in a row. This is bad. Ugh. This is a good time, though, to remind you to buy swag on SpacemanGames.com if you like supporting us. Or consider following or subscribing. We're playing against Dr. Noodle. Yeah, this hand's fine. We'll keep. Moss Viper go. Next turn we have Destiny Spinner, which is okay. I would really like to use this Thirst for Meaning to find something a little bit more useful for our game plan. I mean, a 2-3 for 2 is always good, especially one that turns your lands into big creatures. Oh, we're playing against Bant. Let's see how that worked for our opponent. I wonder if that's a good way to be able to play 3 colors. I was hoping to like grab a swamp or something. Just really throw us for a loop. As weird as it is, I think we're throwing away Omen. I don't think we need it. I'd rather keep all the draw power. Alright, you get a Caryatid. Really drive that mana home, I guess. Ooh, Bronze Hide's pretty good. Ichthyomorphus is really good to deal with this Bronze Hide next turn. This turn we're definitely going to go with the Binding of the Titans, though. Okay, we find both of our Sage of Mysteries, and we'll get one back in 2 turns. So I'm probably going to hold off on enchantments as long as I can until then. This stops their Bronze Hide anyway. Alright, Altar of the Pantheon. We're going to play Elrios next turn, I think. Alright, well, you got a Bronze Hide and a Siona. You probably won't, like, blue at first. Oh, did they just whiff? That feels nice. That feels real nice. Well, Siona and Nexus Wardens are gone from your yard. Double Siona Bronze Hide. Whoa. Opponent's going crazy over here. No attacks this turn. Next turn we're going to try to go nuts, go crazy, go stupid with Sage of Mysteries. If we draw a land, that sets us up pretty nicely, because then we can Ichthyomorphous training after we play Sage and start milling our opponent the frick out, bro. Alright, they're going to go to 23 in Library. We're going to see if we can actually make mill viable. Mill and sealed, always risky. Yeah, I mean... That's right. Death Touch will not affect it. I forget it always gives itself indestructible. But yeah, we get Ichthyomorphous for it next turn. Alright, they're going to Ichthyomorphous us this turn. We're going to flash in our Omen of the Sea right now. Yeah, double bottom draw. I guess we could have kept one of those on top. Yeah, we probably should have. I wish we had another way to get back our other Sage of Mysteries. Oh, they also have a Sage of Mysteries. Ooh, Renata. That's bad sequencing, but yeah. Damn. Eidolon of Philosophy is really easy to drop too, and it's nice. Yep. Okay, hear me out here. We're going to pretty much win the game with this guy in a few turns. We're going to Hydra's Growth him. Make him an 11/11 next turn. Sadly, we're getting rid of all of our opponent's lands for them. We're not attacking this turn because they can kill it. And then next turn, the decision is going to be to either get rid of Bronze Hide Leiden or Renata. I think Renata is probably going to be the choice, though. Well, we have a 7/7 Trampler setup, though. That's a little hard to deal with. Alright, Altar of the Pantheon, number 2. Okay, gain a ton of life. Never a bad game plan. we will draw 2 more cards. We'll play a Wanderer, because why not? We might as well get that little bit of advantage from it. Then we will play Wave Mystic, and then we're just going to Ichthyomorphous the Renata, because this Bronze-Eyed Lion gets really useless. Alright, Renata, you are now 0-1, Bluefish. And then we'll get to find a land and mill you 2. Oh no, we give them an Uro? We're swinging this. Okay, it's 6, 7, 7. Okay. As good as an Uro is, I think we just win, because this gets 16 counters next turn. Which means they'll get 32 the next turn. And even if they Ichthyomorphous it, it's still an 8/8 Trampler. Alright, Binding of the Titans. Yeah, we're pretty susceptible to mill here, too. Damn. Nylea's Forerunners would have been nice. They're at 9, though. I'm going to upkeep stop here to try to find 2 more enchantments with Element of the Sea. Yeah, Uro is definitely pretty good for them here. We needed something like that for our deck, honestly. If they start attacking with Uro, they lose really quickly, though. Good, good, good. Take 3, double block here, make them decide which one to kill. Well, mill you 2 more, opponent. Well, we'll put 2 lands on the bottom. I'll swing for 19. They're at 6, so we just, unless they can mill us out this turn, we win. This isn't an enchantment creature, right? No. Okay. They'll gain 2. We're on the defensive game plan. If they want to get rid of Sage of Mysteries, that does nothing at this point. Alright, Nylea's Forerunners also does nothing for our opponent at this point. Yeah, you can mill us too. We pretty much have all lands, so yeah. This is the only card we don't know in our library. We got 1, 2, 3 mana, not enough to get Uro out. So we just win. Oh no, you do have enough. Put them at -7. Okay. That felt pretty satisfying. Go back up to gold 3 where we've been perpetually stuck for like six drafts. I know I'm better than this. Come on. Come on. We know we're better, guys. Okay. Yeah, this is actually pretty decent. We'll go Moss Viper, pass. Then we go Wanderer, however you say this guy's name, and then hopefully we'll find some enchantments. Elite Instructor's pretty good. We're going to play our Wanderer. We're also going to give our opponent, because we didn't do it yet, a good hello. Swing for 1. Opponent is on Azorius. What seems like a weak tribe. I think we're just going to play Instructor here. Discard this land. As weird as that sounds. Swing with Moss Viper, and if they want to trade, I'll let them trade all day. Okay. Opponent's at 3. Mana. Open. English is hard. We're just going to play Sage this turn. Oh, they're just going to counter it, because that's our game plan, and now we're stuck. Yeah, we will swing with everything. Bring our opponent down to 16. Yeah, they're going to mill us too. Alright, we mill another Wanderer, which is okay. We might be able to just beat down hard enough. Alright, found an island. Good. Swing for 1. Bring him down to 15. We have Shoal Kraken and Forerunner. If we just top deck a land, we're doing pretty decent. Alright, Destiny Spinner is an enchantment, so we will get to find another land. Unless they counter it. I'm okay with that, though. Find a forest. Go to combat. Throw these 2 forward. Try to hit for 4. Then I have that bird. Oh, they're just going to give it... Yeah, they're going to block it and kill it. Okay. Top 2. Don't like that. That sucks. Alright, they're really just going hard and just, yeah. Well, we will play Shoal Kraken this turn. We're going to save the Rowan games. Actually, yeah, we're going to save it. I want to be able to put those counters on Forerunner, I think. Alright, you're going to hit us for 3. I bet it lets us order these. Because I'm definitely putting Skullkraken first and the Wanderer second. I'm going to see if putting on full control will let us order them. So we're going to go full control. Pay Forerunners. Play Forerunners. Okay. Grab an Island. Take action. We'll discard the land. No. We're going to hold it back this turn. Just in case they don't play an enchantment and we want to nuke Wave Rider. I think now we have a... If we draw a land, or just find it, because we're going to be playing 2 enchantments, we have a really good chance of winning. I'm going to bait out with the Roan games first, and then follow with Growth. That sucks. Alright, here comes the Rowan games. Opponent is down to 1 card in hand. We'll grab a forest. We'll loot. Discard forest. Then we're going to put Hydra's Growth on Skullkraken. All the counters. All the counters. Wanderer, grab a forest. Skullkraken, take the action. Discard a forest. Put some counters on our dude. And swing for 4. Double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. Yes, love to see it. This first Rowan games is going to make this Hydra's Growth really nasty and pretty much just close the game out really quick. Alright, they're going to get rid of the Kraken. There's a chance we can get the Growth back, I think. Or no, not in this deck. We've played so many decks today and forgetting what we can actually feasibly do. They're at 29 left. We're at 14 left. This is not looking good. Oh my god. Right when we find our Setessan training. We will just put the counters on this bad boy and give him trample. Let's Thirst first. Discard 2 lands. Setessan. All the triggers. Find a land. Draw a card. Down to 8 cards left. No land. Draw. Swing 7. I'm super upset that the Hydra's Growth is gone and we don't have a way to get it back. If our opponent doesn't play a creature, we win. It's like Xaxes, but we win. Because that's... Oh no, they can block 7, so we put them to 1. Well, we get a draw 2. Yes, that lets us win. Oh, we can just Ichthyomorphos here and win. Well, we can't do like anything. We have 2 cards left in our library, but we do just win next turn if they don't find anything. B-land. Come on, just for once. Just for once, man. We still have lethal. Oh, that sucks. We bring them down to 1. That sucks. And then we die. Ah, the humanity. Well, we get 1 more loss. Before it's all ogre, as Shrek would say. Yeah, I'll just keep Double Wanderer. I'm sorry, I shouldn't whistle, because it pisses me off when people whistle when I'm watching a video. Alright, we're going to go Forest. Ooh, opponent went down to 5. Wanderer number 1. Come on, Blue Source. Or something playable. You just block. Okay, Chimera's no good. Jesus. Oh my god, why did we keep such a bad hand? Why do I do this to myself all the time? Yeah, we block. They play their own Wanderer land. Alright, well at least they're like down on their hand. Whereas if we find a game, we start doing okay. Okay, here. I said a game. Oh my god. If we find a land, we start doing okay. Alright, forest. Still not a blue source. Man, oh man. Alright, at least we put 3 counters on Wanderer next turn. Never mind. We don't get to play Magic. How stupid of me to even think we'd get the chance. Okay. I think we still play Forerunner this turn. Try to find some more blue sources. Alright, there's one. Play this Eidolon. There's a green source. Now all of our creatures have trample, yay. Never mind, no they don't, because we don't get to play Magic! Well, we find Shoal Kraken. And we find Towering Wave Mystic. Chaos. Well, we have a big board with just nothing to do. It's cost 7. Might just main phase that. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, my reasoning behind this is we can just, like, instantly mill them out. Punch you for 3 in the air. I mean, if they want to block, they can. This Towering Wave Mystic's going to get very, very big, though. And when it gets very, 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 very big, we are going to bring it back down and just hopefully mill them out. As long as they don't find good removal for it. Just exile the rest of their yard. Do we have a good creature to bring back? Not really. Well, now we do. As bad as this feels, we're doing okay. Opponent's making our job way easier. I guess we'll grab Eidolon, but we're just not going to play it. I think now we can just kill them next turn. On our next turn. Yeah, so as long as we just attack with Towering Wave Mystic, they just lose the game. So as long as they don't have removal in their hand, we're victorious here. Yeah, they'll kill Wave Rider. Boom! We actually milled somebody out! Yes! I have the motivation and the determination to do this. So we're gonna do this. We're against Son of a Beach. You heard it here first. Binding of the Titans makes this hand super keepable. Hello, opponent. Didn't they give us a nice little hello back? What a son of a beach. We're going to play Wave Mystic this turn. We'll Binding next turn. Drawing that natural blue source is real nice. Alright. Hear me out. Bad plays. 4 days. We're on that mill plan. See, look at that. Gas. And now we know what colors they are. How neat is that? You got no abilities. You can't activate that. They're really thinking about something. What? I don't know, but they're thinking. Alright. We're going to Binding of the Titans. Mill them 3. Alright, we mill some pretty decent. We're going to get a Nesting Wanderer back eventually. Ooh, that Rage Hound has to die. They could bring it back this turn, which would be unfortunate. I mean, if it happens, it happens, though. There's not a ton we can do about it, so... Alright, we'll play Shoal Kraken. We're just going to hold back. They're already down to 20 cards in library. There's a good chance that we are going to just be able to outplay them here. I mean, this turn's the wrong turn to blow this up. Like, if I don't get back Nesting Wanderers, my heart's not broken. Nesting Wanderers and Shoal Kraken go super well together, though, for hyper-accelerating us. But, oh my god, getting all of the lands out of our deck always just feels so good. If they don't play a creature this turn, we do get a bash past the Cyclops there. Hit our opponent, mill them 2 more. Alright, they're going to deal 4 damage to the Wave Mystic. I'm just gonna opt to get the Wave Mystic back next turn. And we will take 5 here. Ooh. Well, let's swing for 3 and see if they just block. Banishing Light is pretty nasty to see, but let's see, what are they at right now? They're at 18. Yeah, big creature bye-bye, so... Oof, feels rough. Hopefully they don't play another creature. If I can swing back with this Wave Mystic, that feels good. No blocks. Ooh, okay. This is a decent hit. Mill our opponent 2. They're down to 15 cards left. We gotta crack the Straw 3 next turn. Swing for 2. They got some kind of play. Oh, that sucks. Milling them 2 more there would have been nice. We're on a 2-turn clock. God, we might just lose here. I mean, we did play Fringe Mill, though. I was not expecting to do well. There was a hope that we might live live the dream, but yeah, it was not too hopeful. So that's 8. I mean, that's differential. It's 1 damage. They're going to be at 13 cards left at the end of the turn. Okay. No blocks this turn. We get to live. Perforos. Yuck. So we're going to pass. We're going to try to get him next turn. Oh, they have something on my end step. Hopefully it doesn't kill my creature. Okay. This has trample. Not good, but... I'm guessing they're just going to play Perforos. Because they lose it if they don't, right? So that leaves them 2 to 3 mana left, and then we can just win. Yeah, leaves them with 2 mana left, or 3, right? Yeah, 3. If they play another Trampler, we lose. What I would really like to occur. I have 12 left. Yeah, okay. Perforos, good play. Other creatures have haste, not him. Important difference to make there. Alright. They play a 7-3. We're not dead. That's a bad play. Why don't you crew with your 7-6? Can I please select the creature that I clicked? Activate this ability. Draw 3. We'll go down to 1. We have a chance. Ooh. Risky. I don't think it's very possible. Double bottom. Draw. Yeah. That's where she ends. Draw him down to 7. We almost got there. We were living on a dream. Had that Perforos not let them also bring in that creature, we would have been able to keep 2, mill them 8. Yeah, it still wouldn't have gotten us there. I don't feel bad. Now what's this? One traditional draft entry. How long have I been streaming? I might as well. Worst comes to worst, I'll just call it quits halfway through and we'll rejoin eventually. Eutropia is so lit. Oh my god, this pack is stacked. Binding's really good. Fodder Mage is okay. Ithiamorphs is good, but Eutropia is such an enabler. Paired with Thirst for Meaning, or I just like Dryad. It's okay. We'll play Wave Rider. It pairs really well with Eutropia. We'll play... Whirlwind Denial is a really good counterspell. We'll pick up a Nyxborn Colossus. These are all 3 good picks here. think we definitely want Forerunner for this game plan that we're going to be going with. Omen of the Hunt or Eidolon Philosophy. I like Eidolon. Gift of Strength on the side. Okay, this is good. Binding of the Titans. Chain to Memory on the side. We might end up playing that. Triumph of the Annex on the side. How many? Oh, that's pretty good. Wave Mystic on the side. Omen of the Dead on the side. Towering Wave Mystic on the side. Gross pack that doesn't help us. Okay, cool. I'll go Omen of the Sea. God, we're not really getting a lot of good picks here. Citizen Skirmisher. Alright, this is kind of getting irritating at this point. Nexus Wardens. God. None of these are good picks. I don't feel confident about this deck anymore. But like we already have so much of it, it'd be like hard to shift out. I really don't want to shift out of like the couple of cards that we were really hoping would complete the deck. That's a really bad way to play Magic. Yeah, I'm just going to speed pick the rest of these because I'm not really going to play any of them. Just picking stuff that we could play unless we get in case we get really boned. Okay, Sea God Scorn is really good. Coithus' Design plus Nylia's Forerunners is pretty decent. Okay. Huntmaster is good. Omen of the Hunt is good. Seriously, that's our first one. I'm so surprised. Starlit Mantle is really good. It's protection. I'll play another Caryatid. We have some pretty high cost cards, so Caryatid feels not terrible. Oh my god. Yeah, these were not very good packs for the colors we ended up being in. I guess we can put Lead Instructor in. I guess all of the computers just decided they also wanted to draft our same colors this time around. I really do hate these computers sometimes. Alright. Get those sleeves out. We have to cut a single card because we don't really even have that many playables. God. You know what? I think I'm going to save this for my main channel for tomorrow. I am just like super tired still, but I think that's just where I'm going to call it today. Yeah, see me draft that deck, but I don't feel confident about it, and I don't feel like just drafting again to get a really crappy draft on camera. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to cut it there today. Thank you so much for anybody who tuned in today, and if you're watching this replay, thank you for sticking with me to about this point. Yeah, once again, if you need any kind of Mom's Basement Games swag, if you want to support us that way, feel free to check out our website. And then if you want to keep up to date with any of the Mom's Basement Games happenings, you can go on to any of our social media platforms, our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that. I think we have a Tumblr too. I always say that. And then, yeah, other than that, make sure you tune in. We do stream every week. I was streaming for Tony today. He couldn't make it today, so that's why yours truly was here. I know usually you're probably used to seeing his face. It's me. And then I'll be back again Saturday with an EDH Deck Tech video. Hopefully that will be super fun to hang out with you guys and make. And then, yeah, other than that, I'm going to peace out of here today. So, once again, thanks for tuning in. If you're on the tubes, hit that follow, subscribe, hit that notification icon, like this video. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Or if you're watching this as a replay, you'll probably be able to watch my Saturday stream by then. Anyway, alright.